that one is.
I just pulled up. We may have a bit of a problem. So it's first thing in the morning. Bob's already here. He's been here probably since a minute before the crack of dawn. He's a hard worker. But I see water all over the ground and inside. So either he washed the floor out or we had a leak last night. Hello? Bob? Did we have a leak last night?
Do what?
Did we have a leak last night?
No, I washed the front out this morning.
Oh, you washed the front out this morning. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, we had a leak.
No leak. No leak.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now I just had like a chill, like, oh, what a relief. Well, come to think of it, now that we got water, we can actually clean things.
And I thought, why not? I got this area.
Admit it, you washed your truck.
No, I didn't.
I'm just kidding.
I actually took it last night and washed it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was looking
How did you have
bad.
enough energy for that? Like,
I sat in it and let the drive-through do its thing.
oh, is that what you did?
At least we got something to show for it.
Yeah, we do. It's incredible. So.
Yeah, I thought since we had this area kind of done and had the doors working, I just cleaned it all out and swept it and then washed it.
Holy cow. You can't see it on camera because like all the light reflecting or whatever, but that's actually clean.
It is actually clean. That hose is almost like a fire hose.
Yeah, I was telling my brother, if you want to wash your car, bring it over to the factory.
That thing puts some water out.
Yeah, it fills a 5-gallon bucket in like less than 30 seconds.
It'll probably shoot out 6 feet.
Will it?
Oh yeah.
And like that thick around the stream,
Well,
right? Like,
the hose size, I mean, it's a beast.
wow. Oh,
Yeah,
they'd probably rip the paint off the wall. Maybe we don't need a power washer.
I was thinking that. We got our own portable power washer now. Yeah, we need to get a decent sprayer for the end of it, but yeah, that thing works really good.
That reminds me, so now we can definitely power that power washer because we had a problem with the water pressure when we were, and basically it'll just, actually we can just hook the hose to the nozzle to
Yeah,
the
we don't
hose.
have to turn it on. Well, what's cool now is when you finish an area, you can actually clean it.
Yeah.
You can clean the floors and
Mop,
yeah.
and yeah, like, so that's one of the questions I have because like, dust just settles on everything. So I'm wondering, once you start mopping everything up, cleaning, like, I don't know how that much dirt got, like, is there some places where the dirt is like inches thick? How did that get in here?
It was probably a dusty area of the factory at one time. It's probably original dust from when the place was running.
Oh man.
I mean, they were grinding leather and polishing and all that, so all that dust had to go somewhere. They had extractors, but that only does so much.
So once I have it all empty and I shop vac the entire building and then mop it, it should be a lot less, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, right now with no electric in the building, there's no reason you couldn't just go crazy with the power washer.
That's true. Well, so we do have one outlet, but other than that, there's, all this conduit with all the wire and stuff, none of it is live, so.
Yeah, so you could power wash, like if you consider that room done and empty, you could do ceiling, walls, floors, and actually have it pretty nice.
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Okay, so as usual, I'm on a mission for looking for stuff that we need. And I'm looking for a 2x12 joist like those up there. Because, sorry I'm out of breath, I just ran up the third floor. In the break room area, when the brickwork kind of got all messed up, water's been coming in and we need to reinforce those and extend those joists in that room. Note to self, do not run up to the third floor and then start trying to record. The other thing I need is a 50-gallon drum so that I can stack fluorescent bulbs in, because there's a wall that we want to pull down, another wall, big demo project. And there's hundreds of fluorescent lights that are leaning up against the wall. We need to put them somewhere. And I think I have just the ticket. So I did a video recently of taking a lot of scrap metal out of the building, and these two barrels were full of HVAC, and that was dumped out of that door. All of these boxes were full of HVAC. That's all been dumped out the door. It's all been taken to the scrapyard, and these are left over. So I think if I take these downstairs, we can stack those giant fluorescent bulbs in those and store them in a vertical position, which will be cool. So. Okay, so I'm catching my breath from that. I'm gonna see if I can find a 2x12. In a pinch, we could probably get by with a 2x10, but I'd really like to have it like flush with the actual rafters. So 2x9.5, I think that probably qualifies as a 2x10. I don't know if there is a 2x12 in here, because all of the original structure is still standing, which means none have been extracted. And now I could, it's butcher block there. That's a nice piece of wood, 14 inches. And these are old scaffolding planks. Let's see here. That's almost, or that's 11 inches. So we got a few candidates, just nothing perfect. Oh, dang it. Dang it. What to do? Nope. I should be able to eyeball it, because that looks pretty wide, but I think a 2x12 is like really wide looking. So if it doesn't immediately strike me as a really wide board, it's probably not even worth measuring. And I don't see actually any other candidates in here. I don't know how it's possible to see anything at all, to be honest. So I think, just for my own sanity, I will come over here and take a shortcut through the space we actually recently got cleaned out. So someday the whole space is going to look like this. Look at those windows. Okay, so came to the second floor, and then I remembered that I actually have a stash of lumber here. So I'm gonna see if I can find something. I see some old rough cut stuff. No, that's okay. That board is checked bad. Let me see here. About 10 inches. And those are not 2x, they're like 1.5. 9 inches. Okay. Okay, so since we haven't located the 2x12s quite yet, we've decided to pivot and focus today on this wall. So let me just give you guys a little orientation, some context. This, from that overhead door to all the way down there to that wall is like 357 feet or something we recently found out. I used to think it was 400 feet, but it's not quite that long. At some point, probably in the 90s, early 90s or late 80s, all of the stuff was paneled. There was drop ceiling. I've removed all of the drop ceiling out through here. I did that was one of the first things I did. And the idea was to keep the place a little bit more cozy and possible to heat, do climate control. But all the paneling basically just rotted off. And they created, so there's a bathroom over there. They created like a room here. So there's a divider wall, and these are creosote soaked beams, I guess. I don't know. Probably treated beams of some kind. Oh, I know what they are. So these beams are 4 by 6, like full 4 by, no. Hold on a second, I'll tell you what they are. They're 3 1/4 by 8 inches. And where did they come from? So if you'll notice, this whole wing, this whole end of the building has had concrete floors poured. When we go in here, this whole wing of the building has had, probably to save money, plywood floor put down. And this plywood floor, in spite of like leaking over the decades and that kind of thing, is in incredible condition. It's really flat. It all joins up really nice. There's nothing except for one little spot over there where there was a cutout and groundhogs popped up. This is a really flat floor. I don't know what's level, but it is very flat and in pretty good condition. So, and then coming back through, whoa, I just tripped on. So the old hardwood floors, as you can see, I just about broke my neck.
I tripped on it 2 minutes ago.
I should probably just pop those up. And the only reason I know what I'm about to show you is because of the Matt Toon building. I did a tour of a brown shoe building. It's 11 miles away recently. There's some tar paper here. I got a couple boards pulled up. And underneath, you can see these are those beams. So originally in the entire building, and I gotta hurry because Bob waits for no man. The entire building had this material. And I don't know if it's creosote soaked because it looks really clean. It's not like railroad ties where they're kind of nasty and dripping and all that stuff. So I am guessing that they're Douglas fir, but they were throughout the entire length of this building, which is really amazing. And I think the reason they had those to build that wall is because they removed them to pour this concrete floor. So they had extra timber and they used it for creating these walls here. So that's a lot of valuable wood. The creosote can be planed off. I know it's carcinogenic, but it can't. I've watched YouTube, you can get it off. So yeah, but anyway, I'm thinking that this is like a early 90s, late 80s whole section. And I'm really torn about whether to just remove all that and open this up end to end, which I think would make a pretty big impression when you walked onto this floor to see almost 400 feet from end to end. So, but today we are going to remove this wall because this is doing nothing except making me walk around it. That's all it does. I think it was designed to stop airflow and to make the thing so that they could heat and cool it. And if I look up to the top, it is a rickety wall. So there's only one board for that whole, two boards for that whole wall securing the middle, and it's fastened at each end. So there is almost nothing to it. And now that I say that, it's probably going to give us all kinds of heck trying to get that down. So we'll see how it goes. Yesterday I bought Bob a coffee and then found out he doesn't drink coffee, so I have a full one here. Bob, this is from yesterday. Would you think less of me if I drank a coffee from yesterday?
No. I don't think it'll kill you.
Yes. People drink iced coffee all the time, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And pay good money for it. You got it here for very little.
And I know there's lots of preservatives in all those creamers and stuff,
I'm sure.
so it's probably okay, right?
If you die, I'll call 911.
I'm gonna go get a light here in a minute, and we'll light this up for you a little bit better. So this is a sliding door, and that track can be salvaged. We've got these rollers that are. This is an incredibly. They underbuilt the wall, and they way overbuilt the door. So that's probably.
The door would be considered a blast door at this point. I think that one would take a atomic explosion.
Yeah, because it's solid wood. That's probably why it's off the rollers and sitting like that, because the wall couldn't manage that.
No, I just took it off the
Oh,
rollers.
you took it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it would kind of support itself instead of being hung by the.
Okay. So the rollers are still there, and that's a real simple mechanism, right? It's just formed,
Yeah, it's
galvanized.
a channel that those little roller skates ride in.
and there's one on this side and one on the other, right?
Yeah.
So actually, I'll probably be able to use that at some point. But make make a nice stylish door instead of a paneled hunk of decking. This is hinged.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that is.
No, I mean this door that's covering the walk-through door.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know what the point was. Unless it was just something they had laying around and decided to use it. No, you.
Good grief.
Did you just see stars?
No, it hit me in the back of the head, thankfully. Oh,
And we didn't get that on video.
we did. Look.
Oh!
Okay. Yeah, that's just the roller door blocking it. It's a totally walk-through door.
I thought that track was in two pieces, but apparently this is one big piece.
That's actually nice, yeah? You just bolt it up in and it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a Zoom call. It was 1 hour, unavoidable. Went and I did that. And Bob's been working diligently the whole time, so I feel kind of guilty about that. Let's go see where he's at. All right, I'm back. Whoa! Check that out. Was it hard to get that track off?
No. That was easier than all the plywood.
I need to back up. This space is so big. Wow. Cool. That's just insulation, right? With paneling over it?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I don't think it shows up in the camera, but just... That is... Oh my gosh. That wood pile's gone. That's going to make a huge impact, especially when that part comes out. So, wow. Yeah, that's great. So now we just got to get the cables out from the speakers so they don't get ripped out of the back when we pull that part down. And I think if we hit those studs with a sledgehammer, it's going to come down quick, yeah?
Yeah. I was just trying to get as much of that plywood loose and off as I could because it's just going to be a big mess when it comes down.
Look how they kind of didn't measure. They just like made an approximation before they put it up.
Yeah.
They eyeballed it. And
Yeah.
so, but there's none of them are like actually, oh, there is one over there. Or maybe not. That last gray piece of conduit, is that just a hole drilled that it passed through? Because the rest of them all should just...
It looks like it passes through. We might have to cut that one out.
That last one, okay. Bob was just saying that... Oh, you could do a puppet show there.
There you go.
Bob was just saying that he wished they would have dated this so we'd know when this was put together. But that's some pretty crazy... Like, so this crossbuck is missing. We don't know why there isn't one going up there. Maybe they ran out of material.
Yeah, that was the only thing I couldn't figure out. They went to all the trouble to make it all nice, do the crossbuck, and then didn't put this one in. That makes no sense.
I think maybe we should just set that aside because who knows, that could come in handy for something. Like a big, you think or not?
I don't know.
What's on the opposite side of it? Just paneling? Yeah, just more paneling.
Paneling.
Oh, what to do? Does this just pop out?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do that. This little piece of hardware, it's all bent because the door was slamming into the side over there, and I guess that was the door stop. So that could be hammered out, right? Flat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's just got plywood on the back, so we're gonna leave that on there. And maybe we just take it here and set it against this wall, you think?
Okay.
It'll be out of the way. I don't know, to me it's a shame to knock that apart because that's some, what is that? That's is that 1/2-inch plywood?
It wasn't on the other.
Or 1/4 inch?
This does look like it might be.
Yeah, so.
The other side wasn't, it was much thinner.
That door's heavy, it is heavy, so. Over there in Poland that I'm a genius because I could speak English by the time I was 2 years old. Okay, these, if you recall from a previous video, are my rug rat deterrent devices. I can get online and talk to them if I find them in the building on the security cameras in real time. But I've got to disconnect these for now.
And what maker are those? Who made those?
This was a company that reached out to me for a sponsored video. And I was like, I need some speakers in the building, so I made a video and talked about them. I don't even... Oh yeah, I remember now. Herdio. There's the Herdio speakers. They're they're indoor-outdoor.
They sound really good.
Well, they're indoor-outdoor, so you can like put them outside and the rain won't bother them. What do you think instead of fighting with it, if we just knock out the whole thing will come down?
Well, I was gonna say maybe cut it here and then start trying to take it out in pieces.
Well, because I bet... Oh, you want to take it out in pieces? Because I think one whack with that giant sledgehammer, that's going to go in.
We'd have to knock that brace out.
This one right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and this one. There's two of them. That brace is not attached to anything.
That's not hooked to anything.
That pry bar is so effective, it's so heavy. Is that you?
Yeah. Trying
started to jump away right after I hit it.
Yeah.
All right, that's out.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's out. So I guess I should pull it from here, right? The chain, log chain?
Probably.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Yeah, there can't be much holding it.
Let me go grab the chain. Well, we could get cinematic and bring the tractor in here.
Yeah.
Pull it out with the tractor.
It could happen yet.
Huh?
That could happen yet.
Yeah. Okay, you recording?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh.
If you go down low, it'll give you more leverage,
Yeah.
which you may need.
Oh, it was caught on a nail. All right. Woo! Oh, it wants to go. Well, it's got some spring in it. It wants to go back. Well, yeah, I can hit that.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Why don't we get the Sawzall?
Man, there can't be much. It's just that one board right there in the middle. But actually,
All the
Bob,
plywood's still gonna be up there.
hey, if I whack this off right here, the sledge, that's gonna separate the two halves.
Okay.
And at least this will come down over here.
Okay.
Let me do that real quick. If I can figure out where I can put this sledge. I think somewhere over here because I...
Right there, right there.
Okay. Let me just whack this guy. That's
Oh, that
separated.
didn't take much.
I think it's separated now. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's separated.
Hey, you want me to pull on this?
Yeah, we'll
You
pull
get
that.
out of the way and...
I'm afraid it's gonna fly out when it goes.
Hey, that one is a little stubborn.
Can we twist it?
Yeah. Okay, just watch out.
It's gonna come down.
Yeah.
All right, pull it now. Let it go. 1, 2, and then let it go. There it goes. Okay. Heavy.
Watch your cable.
Oh, I'm a little disappointed that that stuff up there didn't fall.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up there and bash it with a hammer.
Okay, from where we started, that is really starting to open up. You can see all the way down to that tiny little overhead door way down there. And while I'm getting this last little remnant here, Bob is going to start on that next divider. So let's go see what he's dealing with. Is that pile of nonsense there going to be in your way? I can move that if you want.
No,
Okay.
we're just making more mess, so.
So yeah, the idea is we don't know if those are toenailed in or what's going on with them. We're just going to whack with the sledgehammer and see if we can knock them out. Patched. You just gave it one whack, or did it take a couple whacks?
No, it took a little pounding on it.
Little persuasion.
It went, it didn't go voluntarily.
It looks like they just had one giant toenailed nail in there, and probably one on each side. But that's a pretty good beam. It's got that creosote in it or whatever it is. But shoot,
I can actually see through there now.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this last little straggler here that was just too far away. And you see those beams there that Bob was working on? We're gonna hook the tractor up to those and pull them. So that's gonna be epic. So let me just get this last straggler and we'll head over there. Okay. Another thing we're gonna do in the afternoon is start working on all that scrap wood. Okay, wow, that is opened up. Loving it, loving it. So now we got this guy. Is it plywood or something?
Yeah.
Well, we could also wedge it between the tractor and back the tractor up. It'll go through.
Oh. That or I could sawzall a hole in it too.
Okay.
I have to.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You've got to be almost through that. Is that through? Let me see. Maybe there's something we don't know about there. Oh, there's like, okay, we got a bunch of stuff that's you're not through yet.
I'm not?
No.
Okay, I'm going down it again.
I wonder if the yeah, you're through now. Okay. Okay, let's hope she starts. I feel like a working man today. All right. Gotta get it in the middle. There we go. All right.
it goes.
It's trying.
It's gonna come on you, so be careful. There we go.
What are you gonna do with this place? What are you? What's your?
So now I know that one of my very near future tasks is going to be to peel all that paneling off all the way around, and actually it'll all be back to original at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, which is a hallmark kind of or a milestone type of event. So, yeah, I say we made an impact in here today.
We did. Kind of mess.
So, what we're going to do is start loading on the trailer all of that stuff, because it's a fire hazard and it's in the way and it's preventing a lot of other things from happening. So while we're on the vibe of clearing this place out, getting it opened up through here, that's the next mission. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks guys, and see you on the next one.